Okay, guys, good morning. It is Monday morning, early Monday morning, and just doing a quick video here. Kind of trying to work things out a little bit more where I can do some more visually aesthetic videos here with you. Um, Maybe pre-record some stuff, but this is Monday morning. We're reviewing a couple of the games last night from the Fed. There were two games, and we're going to be talking about what we got there with the three playoff races that remain, even though everybody's locked into the playoffs. We're just kind of touching on where things stand. All right, so last night Carolina took care of business, completed the sweep over Mississippi. It was 6-3. And as you can see on the board now, Carolina only 1 point behind uh, the Columbus River Dragons. So it's going to be quite the battle next couple of weekends to decide who takes top seed in the Continental Division for the playoffs. Last night, Yeri Pastuca had 2 goals, had a goal and assist by both Peter Panachik and Gus Ford. Greg Hussey was the goaltender of record for the Thunderbirds and got the win. And nice little highlight for the Mississippi Seawolves. Matt Caranci, who's been around for quite a while, got a goal in his 300th game played in the FPHL. So congratulations to Matt on that accomplishment. 300 games, that's a long time. Of course, there are many veterans, FPHL veterans on Mississippi's roster. But Matt Caranci, he's just been slowly and quietly chipping away, and 300 games played. Joe Shepard, he relieved Blake Wayrick partway through the game and saved all but one. Carolina kind of put things out of reach a little bit earlier. So anyway, that takes care of that game. And then the other game, Delaware is on a 2-game heater. They defeated the Wolves 2-1 in overtime last night. And another great goaltender battle. There were so many great goaltender performances this last weekend, and this was another one by both. In Delaware's goal, Spencer Kozlowski got a break after stopping 1,000,002 shots, and Jacob Nidzeko got the start and said, "Hey, I can do that too." Saves 59 out of 60 shots. Ismail Ralston played very well in his second FPHL start in net for Watertown, stopped 40 of 42. Early on, Asa Patton and Zach Horn traded goals. And then in overtime at 3:08 into the overtime session, Andrei Ivanov got the game-winning goal. So, yeah, Delaware 2 wins in a row. And Watertown, really, really struggling offensively, have only scored 3 goals in their last 3 games. So hopefully they can figure something out as they head into the final 5 games of the season. So as we look at things now, first race is, of course, to decide the top seed in the Continental Division. 4 games all in Carolina. It's this Friday and Saturday, and then next Friday and Saturday for all the marbles. And as you can see, Carolina has taken 4 of the 6 previous meetings between the two teams, and being that these contests are at home, that may give the Thunderbirds an edge, but never count either of these two teams out. I mean, they're really going neck and neck. As far as the next race, Motor City obviously has the edge on 3rd place over Port Huron. The magic number is 1. They have 4 games against Mississippi, 2 games at Mississippi, and then 2 at home. And I think Motor City probably can figure out a way of getting 1 point in those 4 contests. So obviously, things are decidedly in the Rockers' favor there. And then the final race, Watertown and Elmira, again, 2 teams that have really, unfortunately, just been struggling and having a hard time as of late, especially with offense. But anyway, Watertown right now, they got the 1 point last night. And so they are holding on to a 6-point edge. So their magic number is 10. Any combination of either 10 points won by Watertown or 10 points lost by Elmira would give Watertown that 3rd seed and the opportunity to play against the Black Bears. Obviously, the 4th seed would play against the Hat Tricks in the playoffs. So, as you can see, there's the remaining schedule. Watertown hosting Port Huron this next week. And then they have a head-to-head, Watertown and Elmira. It's at Elmira. That's on Wednesday the 12th. And then Watertown closes out with 2 games at Delaware. Elmira, meanwhile, they've got to travel up to Danbury, take on one of the best teams in the league for a pair there. Then they'll be hosting Watertown. And then they close out the year with a home-and-home against Binghamton. So obviously, just on paper, or in this case, on the whiteboard, schedule-wise, Watertown has the easier schedule, but right now, both teams are struggling, so neither schedule is easy. So hopefully one of these teams can kind of put together a little run and get themselves going, gearing into the playoffs. So obviously, just from a confidence standpoint, you really want to kind of find that upper gear as you head into the playoffs. And so far, neither of these teams have done it, but you never know. The 5 games is a lot to decide this final race. So that's what we're looking at. That brings us up to date. And later today, I'll put together a brief news of the day video. I don't think there's going to be much going on in the way of transactions. At this point, looks like Dakota Seaman from Watertown is probably facing a suspension. He received a game of misconduct for physical abuse of an official at the end of the 2nd period of last night's game. As far as I am aware, I don't think there's any more suspensions pending, but time will tell. We'll find out. We'll watch the transaction wire and see what happens. All right, so that brings us up to date. And then tomorrow, the main video, I'm going to be doing a team profile on the Binghamton Black Bears, who it seems like they've righted the ship, so to speak, after some recent struggles. So we'll just kind of highlight them and see what their prospects are heading into the playoffs. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash for this Monday morning, April 3rd. Again, we will catch you later. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. And always remember, on Wednesdays, we do a Spotify audio-only edition of the Fed League Flash. You can catch it there by going to Spotify.com, downloading the free app. It is free. And search for Fed League Flash there. Make sure to follow us there. All right, thank you so much again for watching. We will catch you soon. Have a great week.